Okay, I met somebody interesting today at the Glasshouse Puma service station, and I've vlogged the Glasshouse Puma servo lots of times. And also at that service station, there's a fruit shop called Matilda's, and I've vlogged that as well. But the woman I met there was a lady named Oetjen. Hang on, I hope I'm saying this right, and I'll get the spelling right too. But yeah, Ali is Ali, and her surname is spelled Oetjen. And so it was a typical meeting that I have with people, like I did when I've met bodybuilders in the past, and sort of I do a guerrilla style approach with everything. I film, I don't do much editing, I don't do takes and all that kind of thing. So, but it's the same with how I meet people. So I saw her and I just approached her and said, "Oh, are you a bodybuilder?" And she said that she was not, but she looked like a bodybuilder. Her conditioning was, Olympic athlete or bodybuilder standard, and so she said, "Oh no, I've just done SAS training," and so because I didn't know who she was, so I just kept asking her, "So you're in the army?" And she seemed confused by that or something. um, I mean, when you see, like, she's got long hair, she's a really blonde German beauty, and I'm thinking she's an army person. But hey, I've met army people and SAS girl. Well, do the SAS have women? They don't, do they? Anyway, but the army does, and I've met plenty of attractive, fit women in the army before. But anyway, so she goes, no, I was on a TV show about the SAS. And then it sparked. I had heard of this SAS show with celebrities or whatever, or on the TV, or and then it started thinking to myself, well, hang on, she's a celebrity then. And later, so I'm having lunch with my dad, and then I realised I did know who she was. She was like, I think, hang on, I've got some YouTube stuff in front of me now. Tate and Ali. So I think it says here 2 years ago. So I don't know what year that makes it. That she was the Bachelorette. So everybody was fighting for her. Tate Radley. But here's something from 6 months ago where the paparazzi are filming her and him at the Sydney airport. But I've got a funny feeling that this lady was actually on a Bachelor show and was one of the ones that the men, she was fighting over a bachelor, and then they brought her back to be the Bachelorette. I think that's what happened with this lady. And yeah, Bachelorette finale is filmed in the Northern Territory. That's saying 2 years ago. But I've also, I looked her up a little bit more, because she spelled her name to me, and it was hard for me to understand the word. So, but she's of German descendants, she told me, and I threw all this high school German at her, and she knew everything I'd said. So I'm guessing her parents are definitely German. Right, hang on. And then she's got her own YouTube channel as well with pretty healthy subscribers, 1.91 thousand subscribers with only 11 videos. People imagine that that's not a lot of subscribers, but I think it is. I think a lot of these YouTube channels that say they've got, billions and millions of subscribers, I don't buy it that they do. I think, a really healthy channel is 50, 100,000, that's pretty much because I think you can actually work. There are people that can work out ways to make it look like they've got more subscribers. Anyway, so she's got a healthy subscriber following, and she's and obviously it will build, and so she Hang on, I'll press this button. How is that going to happen? No, I don't know. The flip around thing isn't here on the screen for me to press. But she's... Anyway, hang on. I'll turn the whole camera around. Oh, yeah. Hope you saw that. Woo. Yeah, so Ali Wellness. Ali Wellness. Yoga, cooking, meditations, and workouts. And she... Yeah, the last thing she did on there 4 months ago was a 10-minute ab workout, and I think she's doing planks and all this sort of stuff. So she lives... I live in Beerwah. I think she lives in Mullaney, and well, that's what she said, Mullaney. But I saw on all her social media and that she seems to go to the gym here in Beerwah. I go to the Plus here, or used to. She goes to that one. I never saw her there. I would have... Well, I'd remember if I saw this lady. Like, when you see her in person, she's so bright and vibrant and attractive and all that. Okay, so on this one now, her thingo, you can click to Ali Wellness website. So it's going to that now. And yeah, so she's got this thing. Hang on, I'll turn the phone around again. Yeah, so she seems to... A big focus seems to be that she sells crystal pendants. Love is light, Ali. She's about love and light and energy and healthy sun energy and light energy and mindsets and all these things. She seems to be a vegan, although I saw her doing a cooking thing and she was putting eggs in it. So she's maybe not a vegan, but she's definitely a very clean eater. Doesn't look like she eats a lot of meat, and she eats a lot of, the fruit and the vegetables. Matilda's is a farmer's market vegetable shop too. So, but seems like in 2019 she was running health retreats and yoga retreats, and she's got what looks like wonderful ebooks about health and about light and energy and about healthy eating and all that. I don't know if I've got this perfectly right, but if you go to Oetjen.com.au is what it says up in the bar thing at the top, / crystal pendants. Oh, well, hang on, just go Oetjen.com.au, I think. ALIOETJEN, one word. Oetjen.com.au. And then she's got all this health stuff and everything. She's, like I said, when you meet her, she's, like I thought she was a staged, like a bodybuilder that gets up on the stage. That's the what I was talking to her about. Like, anytime I see a male or female bodybuilder, I stop them, and you'll see on my channel, I spoke to David Atarian, and that was like just as I was eating some food at a milk bar, and he came in and bought milk, old school bodybuilding style, and I stopped him and talked to him about bodybuilding, and he did an interview, and then also I was at the Caloundra Mall, and that's where I saw a lady that was quite obviously a bodybuilder, and I stopped her and spoke to her, and then she agreed to do an interview guerrilla style right there in the Caloundra Mall, and she ended up being Charlene Salt, spelt Sault, so Charlene SHARLENE, Salt SAULT, and she's an extremely successful bodybuilder. She's won 2 Miss Olympias over in America there or whatever, and she won a clean sweep of awards in Australia. She won absolutely everything building up to her Miss Olympia thing, and so she's an extremely she's like the sort of the Tiger Woods of female bodybuilding. So this girl, this Ali Oetjen, was in that kind of shape, excellent shape, and so since I've gotten home and realised she's like probably as famous a reality star as you're going to get, it's a like I say, it didn't occur to me at the time. I just saw a real fit person and tried to get a guerrilla style bodybuilding interview, like, because I love weightlifting and bodybuilding and all this stuff, and yeah, when I meet bodybuilders, what I like about bodybuilders and people like that is they're actually pretty honest, pragmatic people that are. They've always got humour and things like that I appreciate, and an attitude that I appreciate, because to be a bodybuilder, you have to actually be very honest with yourself and honest with the world and honest about what you're doing, because otherwise you just won't get results. So they're often just very, like I said, honest, pragmatic people that I enjoy the presence of. Like interviewing Lee Priest would be really funny, although you'd have to have the bleep button ready. You're like, I'm Lee Priest, beep, yeah, beep, 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 beep. He's mad. I love that guy. But yeah, I thought this lady, Ali, was a bodybuilder, so she's in extremely fit shape. And like I say, she said she had just finished an SAS show, so she's gone and done all that SAS training on the show and everything like that, so she's in really good shape. And then I've discovered that she's just gotten back from she's just gotten back from Byron Bay, where she's done a health and wellness and fitness and whatever retreat. So she was in extremely healthy condition today, and really good skin and healthy teeth and eyes and hair and all that, like everything glowing. And I don't think she was wearing any makeup or anything, but she looked $1 million. And she so she's just come from this wellness retreat, and I've got a funny feeling that she had stopped in at the vegetable shop to get groceries, coming back from Byron and heading home. Honestly, I think she's just actually literally driven back today from the health and wellness retreat. From what I can gather from the news is saying she was at a health retreat at Byron only a day ago, when I looked up news here on the computer. And also she on her Insta and all that, it looked like she was just there yesterday. So I've got a funny feeling I caught her today coming back from Byron and whatever. So I wanted to do my usual instant interview, but I think she had done the drive and whatever. But so she said to talk to her on the Instagram. Now I'm really new to the Instagram, so I've sent her. Is it called a DM on this? On the Instagram? I think it is. But I just don't know if she'll see it or anything, because she said she does, and that's what her mode of communication. So it'll be interesting if she does, because it'd be fun to do an interview with her. And I noticed on somewhere YouTube or something that she's a really good singer as well, and like singing. And I've got my songs on here, let the puppets perform and that. And I like to do skits and all that. And maybe she will do some fun things like that. I really don't know. Sometimes when you speak to these people, they're all right, and then when you speak to them, they start telling you what their fee is to appear on your YouTube channel and all that. Like, because there's other famous people around here as well. Like, there's a girl called Natalie Gauchi that lives in Mullaney that won Australian Idol, and is an extremely talented singer, and she does all this healing and light stuff as well, like this girl does. So Mullaney seems to be a place for that, where people are up there for the healthy lifestyle and the meditation and the angels and all that stuff. So what was I on about? So I sent her this Instagram message, but I don't like it, because on my Instagram, all the messages I get, I don't even believe that they're women. Like, most of them, I believe they're Ghana guys and Indian people and that, posing as women and stuff. And they go, hey, handsome, I love you, and all this stuff. And so I do all my communication through email, Facebook, telephone. I prefer telephone, honestly. Or even just come knock on the door. As long as when you're at the door, you're not here to be a wanker. But I'm into just talking and all this, but so I don't understand the DM, and I've been hearing it on TV for years. They go, oh, she slid into my DM, or I slid into the DM, or whatever this stuff is. And like I said, I've only been on Insta, I've done 262 posts. I do a lot of work, but I've only been on here a month or two or something, if that. And YouTube, I think I've done hundreds of videos on YouTube, but I've only been really on YouTube, it's a couple of months or whatever. So, if that, like it could be 6 weeks or something. I don't really know. I mean, the dates would be there on the videos, and I'm not really good at time and working out those sort of details and everything. So, but it is a short time. So this is all actually new to me, all this social media stuff. But I do know that I go really well with the Facebook messenger, and you can even talk on the video on the messenger. Just like when I was a kid, we used to watch this show called Dick Tracy, and he had, and even Get Smart and all that, and they had video phones, on their watches and all this, and this stuff's like real now. Like, and this is 2001 Space Odyssey these days. Like all the stuff that when I was a kid, like you dreamt of, it's all actually happening, and I'm only just getting into it now. I've been doing other things and not computers, and just like I said, I like telephone calls, and I like actually meeting up with people and all this. But the people today, they do a lot of the computer and everything. But I'm really having fun with the computer now. Like on my Instagram today. Hang on, I'll even turn around and show you the picture. Yeah, so at the Puma servo, after I saw Ali, I went inside, and they had this Christmas tree that was made from stacks in a circle and slowly going up, spiraling up. So it looks like a Christmas tree. You'll see it on my Insta if you go and have a really good look. Instagram.com what's that thing, that sideways slash thing? Richard has fun /THI=EN. Is that question mark? Or no, it's not. Yeah, question mark HI=E. Anyway, Richard has fun Instagram. I don't know how you find these things. But you all know. And this, they had all these boxes of Maltesers and cans of Coke in a circle spiraling up as a Christmas tree. So it was really cool to take a photo of something I thought was really awesome on the spot, and I got excited about. And then you put it on here, and other people, like so far 9 people have said, "Oh, that's really nice too." So that's fun. Like, and the other day when I got my Bill Cosby doll, I loved putting it up, and like even the other day, I was eating these things called Nobby's Bacon Bites, and they were delicious, and I took a picture of that. So I like this stuff, but I don't fully understand it all. It's not my, like I should, like people my age. I mean, I only learned how to text a couple of years ago, but people have been texting since, maybe 1995 or something. But I only learned to text a couple of years ago because I just haven't had a phone. Sorry, I exaggerate there. I have had a phone, but I used to just pick it up, ring, talk to people, hang up, and I didn't do anything else on the phone. But now the phone I've got, like I'm talking into now, it's like a video camera that's like really high grade. It's got everything on here, all these apps. Like I when I get in the car, it can, like I type in addresses and it shows me on the map how to get there, and yells, the phone goes turn left here, turn right there, and does all this GPS stuff and everything. See, this is all new to me now, and I'm excited by it all. It's pretty fun, like, because it's good for collecting and that, because like that, somebody will say, "Oh, I've got the," or let's say I'd gone and like I got the Bill Cosby doll sent to me over the marketplace. They posted it to me, the Facebook marketplace. I found it, but normally, let's say I get on Facebook Marketplace or Gumtree, and I find a toy. I have to type in the address in the phone, and it'll take me. Let's say it's in Mullaney, and I've got to drive to Mullaney. Well, I don't know Mullaney all that well. No, it's only 20 minutes away from here, and I go there a lot, but I don't know all the back streets and everything. And then you type into the phone. Oh, you know what it does. You type into the phone, and it'll take you to the house, and then it makes it easy for me to get my statues and my puppets and my costumes and my what else? I collect my stuffed toys and all that sort of stuff. So, all right, So hopefully this DM thing means something, because I've never sent a DM to someone before. So she told me that's how she wanted me to contact her, and because she wanted to see my YouTube channel first to make because her words were, she said it depends what kind of YouTube channel it is. So I guess she's somebody that I don't know if I had a YouTube channel, promoting criminality or something like that, she probably wouldn't want to be on it. But I can't see why she wouldn't want to be on my YouTube channel. It's like puppet shows and food reviews and showing ducks at the pond, my favourite ponds, and showing my favourite birds and all this sort of thing. So my channel's definitely rated G, and then, like I say, I've got a few interviews, guerrilla style, that I've just landed, like I did with her with bodybuilders. So, I just stopped her, asked her if she was a bodybuilder. She wasn't, but she is a fitness expert and all that, and she is clearly an elite level of fitness. And so I'd like to talk to her about everything, really, now that I've found out more about her, or whatever she wants to talk about. See, when I do interviews, I let them talk more than anything, and then usually I admire what they do and things. So it's simple. I just turn around and go, I really like that, and it's interviewing for me is really easy because I interview people that I find interesting, and then I want to hear it too. So I'm not here to take over the interview or big note myself, or I don't want to do the talking if I'm speaking to someone. I want to hear everything that they've got to say. They're the person that's doing something that I'm interested in at the time. So if I'm going to interview Charlene Salt, the incredible bodybuilder, why would I want to sit there and tell her all about myself and everything I'm doing when I know it all, and I don't know anything about her? So I'd rather hear everything she's got to say and not interrupt. So it'd be, like maybe Ali collects stuff. Maybe she just wants to talk about her pendants. Whatever she wants to talk about, I'll find interesting for certain, and should be cool. So I hope she wants to come on here, because it's exciting when you meet somebody doing interesting things and stuff for me. I really find it exciting, and she's definitely she's a big name personality. There'd be a lot of people that look up to her a lot, and or see her as a great big star, for sure. Me personally, I'm the biggest star in the world, so in my head, so I couldn't care less about stars and all that. But I'm more interested in people's collections and their fitness journey and their achievements and their all this. I couldn't care here or there about celebrity. I really couldn't. So for instance, let's say, who's my favourite actor? Let's say I met Will Ferrell. The main thing I'd want to know about Will or Jim Carrey is, what do you, or whatever they'd want to talk about, honestly, would probably be where I'd start. But then it'd be like, what are your collections and things like that, and what stuff makes you laugh, all that kind of thing. Like I don't even understand. I don't care about celebrity at all. I really don't. To me, celebrity is just like, it just means you're rich enough to buy lots and lots of advertising. So if I had millions of dollars now and could buy lots of television commercials and radio ads promoting my YouTube channel and the songs that I do on there, and pay for airplay and all that, then I'd be famous. So to me, fame is just having, you either have the money yourself to self-promote, or let's say you're a singer, like a record label owner who's a billionaire, and that guy pays for you to be a really well-known singer. So to me, it's just you've had that your art and your interests and who you are advertised everywhere with advertising dollars, or you haven't. So I'm more interested in people's craft and hobbies and all that. So because I consider myself a student of comedy, so I just like watching comedy things and all that sort of stuff, and working out what facial expressions they did to make it laugh, or the timing of it, or and all of that. And I'd be more interested in talking about comedy and things than what do you... I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. All right, rambled long enough. That means. Hopefully I'll have this interview coming soon. If not, I've got today's interesting experience to talk about. All right, so over and out, everybody, and all the best to Ali Oetjen, the Bachelorette.